Hello, this is N4BWR. I'm going to show you some tips here on how to use my custom net control logging form, as well as just some general tips for being the net control station. As you can see over here, I have the standard Monday night net script. Uh, Over here I have my net control logging form. The good thing here on this net control logging form is, and I will try to keep this updated, but as you see on sheet 2, I've got names and call signs already there. So while you're in the middle of being net control and N4BWR checks in and you didn't hear his name, or you just want to be a little faster, N4BWR, type it, hit tab, there you go. Now, a lot of the cases you get familiar with people checking in and you say, well, Blake's in Carrollton. I did not put that in there because somebody may be mobile or just not at home for whatever reason. So location is still going to have to be put in. Not that it really matters even on Monday night, but anyway, that's something you'll put in. So yeah, KF4ID, there you go. So you just put a call sign, hit tab, and the name gets put in there. Um, so and I'll go through here. Let's see. You can just put whatever you want here. If someone's short time, or I'll just put in a bunch of X's, just something to catch my attention. And then if it's nice too, because if someone else is short time, the X's automatically get filled. You can just hit tab, or get a loud digging sound in my ear. Yeah, and then I have acknowledged and comments. When you have, let's see, a bunch of call signs, and you're like, okay, let's stop before I get ahead of myself and acknowledge these people. That's what this column's for. So I can just sit there and say, okay, well, I've got all the way up to John. So the next batch comes in, I can go back and acknowledge them. And then on Monday night, we have comments. We go down the roster and call for comments. So, okay, Blake took his turn, Angie took her turn. You can sit there and acknowledge that as well, so you know where you are. So hopefully that's a helpful tool for you. And like I said, put X's, put whatever you want in there just to know that you have gone through that portion. Or like I said, short time's nice, so you know not to call on these people because they're not going to be there. And for anyone new to net control, this is the net control script. And if it's your very first time, you're going to be nervous, and you've heard us tell you this several times before, but it's really true. You're going to stumble over your words. You're going to forget who you called over here, and it's going to feel like the worst mistake in the world, and oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing. The rest of us on the net are just sitting here waiting for our turn. We don't care. You know, and as somebody said in the meeting yesterday, you are net control. This is your net. You're running this. So, tell us to slow down. Tell us to repeat ourselves. If you lose your place in the script, pick it up again. You'll be fine. We don't care. We really don't care. So, this starts out with, and like I said, also you don't have to read this word for word. Just pick out the important parts. The preamble. Call for emergency traffic, absolutely. NTS traffic, we're probably not going to have NTS traffic on the Monday night net, so if you accidentally skip that, it's no big deal, but, you just, you'll notice differences between what you hear and what you see here. Sometimes a lot of people don't say CQ, they'll say calling all stations. See, you don't have to read this word for word. Um, we'll understand what you're saying. So just relax and go with it. And yes, your first time is going to be scary, even if we've warned you that it's not a big deal if you slip up. It's going to be scary the first time. It's going to get better each time you do it. So, and the practice, the part of the purpose of being net control here on Monday and even Thursday nets is make your mistakes there. We want to have people who know what they're doing as net control in case of emergencies, and we have more net control operators to call on. We would rather you make your mistakes on Monday and Thursday and get to know what you're doing so that in an emergency situation, you are used to this. Nothing is new to you. And, Monday and Thursday nets are really a low stress situation. Go at your own pace, and you can tell us to slow down, tell us to repeat ourselves when you didn't hear a call sign or a name. So it's a good opportunity to try it out and relax, really. So I'm not posting a link to this when I put this up on YouTube because the whole world's going to see it, and the whole world doesn't care about this list of people, just our club. So if you're going to be a net control station, I'm probably going to send you an email. If you haven't had this yet, contact me and I'll get it to you. And if you have any questions again on any of this, contact me and I will do what I can to help you out. Hopefully, this video is helpful to you. This is N4BWR.